It's Movie Time is produced by John DeSando. Listen to the full shows and read reviews online at WCBE.org. I'm Johnny DiLoretto.
I'm John DeSando.
It's Movie Time.
It is. Johnny, thank you so
again.
much. Yes, thank you.
You know,
one of the good things about the virus.
Yeah, right.
You've had to substitute for other guests.
Kind of makes you think maybe I should just be on here.
I know. Yes, you are certainly worthy, and it's great to have you back.
Thank you.
Only we're still feeling the effects, even if by the time we publish this, broadcast this, we may be out of the worst of the pandemic. We're still in it, and so we're looking to help our audience settle in.
Now, yes, I got you, right. And over the course of the last few weeks,
yes,
we've talked about a number of movies, new movies, that you can find on Netflix and other streaming services. Well, a new movie came out recently called Extraction with Chris Hemsworth.
Yes.
And it's really kind of fun, by the numbers, action piece,
right.
blah, 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 right? Well, let's not talk about that.
No.
Because it's middle of the road.
Yeah.
It's passable, action fair.
They already had Extinction 2 ready.
I know, ready.
They already had Extraction.
Apparently it's one of the biggest successes in Netflix history. Let's talk about a major failure, because this is actually ultimately more entertaining than a movie like Extraction. This movie came out a couple of years ago. It's called Serenity.
Right.
And it stars Matthew McConaughey and Anne Hathaway.
And you're quite right, it's 2018,
and
January.
It is high-flying excrement.
It is.
But I can't take my eyes off of it.
It
I
is.
watched it twice.
Serenity, it is a mess.
Yeah. Ostensibly what you have, by the way, spoiler alert all through this thing, because I'm not going to hold back about this movie. Ostensibly, what you have is a sea salty noir, right?
Yeah.
McConaughey is a charter fisherman.
Yeah.
He takes people out on the ocean and helps them catch fish.
Yep.
Right? He's a hard-drinking dude. He's got a woman that he visits frequently, played by Diane Lane, shamefully reduced to a role in which she really, literally only has sex with him and looks out the window longingly at him.
But I'm going to tell you,
She has sex with him and looks out the window and wonders when they're going to have sex again. That's her role.
or hoping that he'll get the fish, so he won't be so distracted.
Exactly, yeah, because it's all he can
But I'll tell you,
concentrate on.
Diane Lane is a mighty fine woman for a middle-aged woman.
Yeah, she's beautiful, but she's wasted.
I know.
It's kind of a misogynist thing to put her.
So with all the stuff that makes this a mess, of course, is the Moby Dick motif.
Right.
He's going for this gigantic tuna.
He can't.
And every time he goes out, he's able to hook.
Yeah, he's after this giant tuna named Justice.
Oh, I know.
And he's called Justice. Now, Anne Hathaway, in complete 1940s raincoat and wide-brimmed hat, shows up and demands, I guess were together before. She is now married to an abusive husband.
They had a kid together, right?
Yeah, they had a kid, apparently. Played by Jason Clarke. As the new husband.
Would you say over the top or not?
I love it. He's so. There's never been fewer men have played bigger a-holes than this guy, and so passionately. She tells McConaughey, "Hey, I'm going to pay you $10 million. Take this guy fishing with you, dump him overboard, and feed him to the sharks."
And we're agreeing.
Yes. Oh, of course.
Probably underpaid.
Yeah, you can't wait to see this guy get eaten by the sharks. Anyway, that begets a plot twist that comes a third of the way through the movie that is so unbelievable.
All right.
So ridiculous.
Would you agree with me that the director,
Stephen Knight,
written
and directed, I think if you direct this, you can be sort of like, what happened to this guy? If you wrote and directed this, this is punishable by
Do you think he's a Christopher Nolan wannabe?
Oh, man. I don't know.
The tortured plot, as you're talking about. At some point, we move into an area that's quite astonishingly mixed up.
Yes.
And I couldn't help but think of Christopher Nolan when I think how it all works out. That somewhere, I don't know if it's Inception that makes me think, was Nolan also Memento?
Yes.
Yeah. It has that feel to it, like you've got to scratch your head and say, what the heck is going on? But I think there's something in it.
There is a movie in there somewhere.
Yes, I know it.
There might be two movies. They're two different movies, and they should never have met. It's like The Matrix and Matrix meets a fishing movie.
And in the case of Matthew McConaughey, he comes out clean, of course.
Well, how could he not? He's wet the whole movie. He's either in a wet t-shirt and no t-shirt, swimming naked, naked in bed, but he's always some version of wet.
But who better can drink a glass of whiskey than he can? He is just...
He's smoking, he's drinking, he's glaring.
He is.
It's actually, I was thinking, this movie is a great lesson in the delineation between being really cool and being a big, jerk.
Really, I think he was making fun of himself.
There's no way he's not making fun of himself.
I think he is.
No one is aware of what's happening.
Remembering all the roles he played, as wacky as they are.
I think it's also what's fascinating about this movie is you watch these really accomplished actors like Anne Hathaway, Jason Clarke, McConaughey, Jimon Hansu shows up.
Oh yes.
And you're watching these people, and they have clearly put their trust in an idiot. And they just. I mean, at one point, Jason Clarke, he's been beaten senseless. He can barely move, and they're still convincing him to go fishing. And he doesn't. And she's calling him Big Daddy the whole time. Catch my fish, Big Daddy.
I'm pretty tough on Anne Hathaway, as I was with Summer when we did The Last Thing He Wanted.
Yeah.
Okay, which was a worse piece of trash.
Turns out the last thing he wanted was Serenity.
Exactly. And, she was decent in this with her 40s wig, blonde wig, and her sensuality. Yeah. Not bad, but I'm thinking at least as much of a step up from the last time we saw her. But still, she's like visiting this film. It's still McConaughey's. Now, were you put off by the technological motif of this? How did you
put off?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, I thought there was something there, but
there's nothing there.
Okay.
Take all that stuff out of it.
Yeah.
Okay, here's spoiler alert. If you don't want to know what this movie's about, they're trapped in a video game.
Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey is trapped in a video game, presumably created by his son, who's trying to reconnect with him.
Yes.
And the kid is, obsessed with it. The kid wants his dad to catch a tuna named
Isn't the kid dead?
No, he's dead.
Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey is dead.
Okay.
The kid is alive and he kills the
because McConaughey thinks he's dead.
Yeah,
I don't know. See, now we're already confused.
Now we're confused. He's trapped in a video game about fishing. How amazing is that?
I
He wants his stepdad dead too. Jason Clarke is the stepdad.
And I agree. I think there could be something there.
There are two different movies here.
Yeah.
I love those little gritty crime thrillers that take place in a, by the sea where there's fishing and there's rum drinking and linen. There's linen shirts and, no socks, linen shirts and boats and fish, and I love it.
One of the scenes.
Don't put a video game.
You can isolate out little set pieces. The one where they're on the boat and he catches his Moby Dick. Or he starts, and the two guys who have paid him a good sum to do this, he just takes the rod from them.
Wait, he pulls a knife on them. We had fun with this. We paused the movie at what point this happened. So in the opening scene of the movie is him taking these two guys out.
Yeah.
Right? They get this big fish on the line and he refuses to let them catch it.
Yes.
And in order to do that, he pulls a knife on them. That actually happens 4 minutes and 40 seconds into the movie. 4 minutes and 40 seconds into the movie, the hero of 2 minutes.
Is that right?
Within 2
minutes.
2 minutes. Yeah. He pulled a knife on these two guys.
Really?
The movie is insane.
Yeah.
And for that, there were a couple of times I was wondering, is this a black comedy? Is this or do they know this is ridiculous?
Look, it's a neo-noir, all right? And I think I know where they want to go, and they want to mix that in with a modern conception about video game stuff.
Yeah.
And it's very difficult to do, and they did not do it well.
That was the understatement of the shelter in place.
And for Anne Hathaway, I was a bit critical of her physical appearance in the last thing he wanted.
Yeah, I should warn you. You should never be these days critical of any woman's appearance. That dates you.
I know.
And it could preclude, you being asked to continue doing
Well,
this.
do you think that I could actually edit this out?
You could.
I think I will.
You gonna edit out the video too?
No.
No, what about it?
Yeah, I can do that, so I'll do that. But anyway, look, people are trapped by this virus.
Mm-hmm.
They want escape.
Yes.
We're offering them a Netflix film called Serenity.
Yes.
They will not be serene after they see this film.
No. Here's the thing. We want to give them escape. So we tell them to watch a movie that will make them want to escape the movie they're watching.